this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner, so I had to drink.
Today.
And we are underway from Houston. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
And the Raiders.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Campbell making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Hayden Hurst.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 55 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Wilson.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Texans nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Are you impressed?
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
30-yard.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. A loss of 9. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw over the middle taken in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14, but it's now 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The catch made by Miller. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Gurley. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
The tackle by Draymond Jones.
And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw.
Normally you think...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Henry, 11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 12.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And goal at the 7-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Texans nothing.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Raiders 13, Texans nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Quick slant going to be complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now a handoff looking right.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he'll do it underneath to his running back complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there.
And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
At the 45-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Texans, nothing.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start with the option. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Byron Murphy.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, and the Raiders have got him.
Quarterback sack. No gain on the play.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
12-yard line.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Makes the score Raiders 16. Texans 3.
Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Harris.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards.
Now we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
3rd and 12.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Pass to him, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hayden Hurst with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Houston set to take over.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
At the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
So far, just the single catch. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He'll drop to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. In that game, level, as they take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Austin Eckler with both of their touchdowns thus far as he's scored twice on the ground. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Almost a 12 yards.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Complete.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
For number 38, incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Hunter Henry. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's true as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Paris Campbell now on the return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over first and 10 at their own 26.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Got an open man. That's Campbell.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted.
A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score from
before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
The 23-yard line brings up 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Tressway now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
1-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way. Take some time off the clock and keep the ball away from their opponents.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Second and 14.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Touchdown, Raiders. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Raiders 31.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
4-yard line.
That is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one. They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this up past the 30.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass caught by Henry. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now the Raiders
Raiders have got him. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw again. And this complete to Henry over the middle. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Javon Hargrave in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone get 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Raiders offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Holding offense. Man, that ain't make no sense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's the option. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And down he'll go at the 25. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
So now the Texans down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 50 seconds to go. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So that'll just about do it.